Hello everyone, welcome back to Turtle Talk with Marshall. Today we're going to talk about probably the coolest part of my experience, the actual turtle emergence. Most of the series I've been using the term hatch and emerge mostly interchangeably, and while that's not really inaccurate, I just want to clear up that hatching is when the turtles are coming out of their eggs inside of the nest, and an emergence is when they all come out of the nest and head toward the ocean. Now, a common misconception is that sea turtles will only hatch at night, and that's not true. They're underground. They don't really know when it's night or when it's day. All they know is that when the sand gets nice and cool, that's their time to go. And usually the sand gets cool at night, but a cool sand comes from cloudy day, can come from rain. Now, after hearing that fact, you can imagine how excited we were when it had been raining and cloudy all day. When we finally got to the nest, we saw a massive sinkhole. Now, a sinkhole is something that is created when the turtles come out of their eggs and they're moving around, and that creates pockets of air. And sand will rush in to fill those air pockets. All that sand rushing in will create a sinkhole on the surface. And this is kind of what that looks like. We do approximate because there's no turtles hatching right now, but this is approximately what you would see when you got some turtles that are ready to emerge. When we get to the nest and we see a sinkhole like that, we know we gotta act quick because we could have turtles emerging any second. So we gotta work quick, do some prep work, and get the headphones on so we can listen. When I put the headphones on, I heard lots of rustling and things that we call waterfalls. Now, waterfall is something created by the process we talked about earlier. The turtles are moving around and sand is rushing in. And it sounds like a Niagara Falls, a cascading waterfall, but really it's probably like that much sand. After listening and seeing that sinkhole, we were pretty certain we were going to get an emergence, and it was only time to play the waiting game. And while we were waiting, we had crowds of people. People were bringing us cookies and hot chocolate, and just generally asking us lots of questions about what we were doing and why we were there and if we were going to get turtles tonight. After about an hour, hour and a half of waiting, we were starting to get hopeless. We were like, these conditions are perfect. Why haven't we seen anything yet? We were starting to wonder, had they hatched already and we missed them? But then we got our boil. We had 46 turtles come out of the nest and make their way to the ocean. Now, as you can see here, here's a video of our boil that I took. And you can see why it's called a boil. They're just fighting out of the nest, trying to get out, and look like they're almost boiling out of the sinkhole. And then here's just some more footage of them making their way to the beach, marching on and going to the ocean. At our main emergence, we only had to wait 72 hours, and then it was time to dig up the nest and see how many turtles we had left unhatched and how many had hatched or maybe even not made it out of the nest. Join me next time when we talk about our excavation experience.